Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today I kind of changed my mind. I was going to go for the Argent Wolf brand, and then I remembered that I had a sword in our inventory that we have not used yet. And if you've ever wondered when and where and how to use this thing, the Judgement Edge that you just get from Mido after that last fight that we just had with him, this thing has absolutely awful, 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 horrendous multipliers on the regular attacks. So much so that you see these amazing, amazing damage values here. They rival the Argent Wolf Kingblade themselves, but the multipliers that are stacked up on this thing are as follows for the regular slash pattern attacks. The first attack and the second attack are 80 and 90% of your card value, respectively, which is really, really, really horrible. And then it has a lower than normal, well, it has the lowest version of an alternate light attack. And then it has a standard running attack at 130%, a standard dodge damage value at 130%, and then the heavy attack is a double slash, where the first attack is 100%, and then the second attack is 105%. So none of these multipliers are anything really almost even above 130% in any way. However, there is one thing that it does have. It does have a very, 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 very big charge attack. It has a 265%, basically more than a 2.5 times damage multiplier on the charge attack, and that is the highest charge attack possible that you can get on a two-handed sword. Now it does have again another bad multiplier on the heavy attack, the alternate heavy attack when you launch enemies. Typically it's 120% for every other two-handed blade except for the Judgement Edge here at 110% of the damage multiplier of the value that you see there on the card. So that 2156, that is, you know, not very good when it comes to the actual damage multipliers of what move sets you're going for, but that 265% damage value that you get access to when you do a charge attack is absolutely incredible. So let's see here, when you're paired up with Flashing Fang, let me see here, what does that value go up to? It goes up to 4313. So if we do a little bit of calculator here, 4313, so you can go up to 11,500 damage on the charge attack just from Flashing Fang and one charge attack. Now if you pair up with you know, lightning and different elements to get the enemy's weaknesses, and if you go for slash on an enemy that's weak to slash, then you can really pump that into the 15,000 damage range on one attack. But it is very, 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 very locked in a unique, strange way to one attack on this sword. And if you are not using this one attack on this sword, it is just about the worst two-handed sword that you can come up with overall. So very, very, very bad if you are using it any other way. So we are tanked up here with our Blood Veil to do us very, very well with some really, really good damage here overall, and also getting damage from our Blood Veil will help offset the amount of stupid that we have here built into our weapon. So keep that in mind as we go along. So we will go for this fella here, and we'll go for a charge attack here. So you can see there, 5100, very, very nice. And we do have pretty long range on this weapon as well when we tank up with it. So we'll go here for lightning because this lady is weak to lightning. Okay, very good. So you can see there, we did about 10,000 so damage there. And you can see that if we are not doing that charge attack, we really, really, really have to wait for openings overall. So very, very, very unfortunate in that regard. Okay, and as soon as we run out of charge boosters, we are going to be in a very, very precarious situation. So we'll go for some parries here just to get some ichor so we can Go for some things here. Oh, ouch. Okay. Okay, let's go for a charge attack here. Maybe we'll hit both. Good. Lightning. Okay. Now we do have our charge drains and our actual drain attacks, which makes for a really, really good way to get back all of the health that we are losing out on. Oh, okay. And let's go for the very weak launch attack here. Okay. Very, very nice. Let's get some of these things going here.
All cleaned up.
And let's try for a launch attack. Yep, okay, we got it. Awesome. And we do need a little bit of health here. So we'll go for some drains here. Oh, can't do drains on an item. Okay, oh, Mia got it. Okay, well, not a problem there for us, really, because we are so tanked up with the GXL Defender. It is very, very, very nice that we do have access to that to make sure that we are able to really, really tank all of these hits and all of these damage values here that we have. So we're definitely going to need some drain attacks here. And we'll go for charge drains. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, let's go for launches here. Just to get us the extra health here that we need. Good. Okay, and we got lots and lots of health there on that attack. Now the problem is that we are slow value rolling here, so it's, oh, that was very odd that we got the change in elevation there, but I am completely fine with it, which is very, very nice. Okay, I'll wait for this dog to do something here. Okay, and for this fella around the corner. Good. Okay, so we're almost back to full health here, which is very nice. Okay, and for this lady, we're gonna have to be careful here because we can't see what's going on. Okay, and another one. Here we go. And another one. Here we go. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice indeed that we can get a couple of attacks there just to make sure that we stagger her to no end. Okay, she's down this way. Can't see. Okay, good. Okay, so we're making it work here with the with this weapon, but it is very, very unwieldy, to say the least, just because of the fact of how you have to actually go about getting the damage out from a charge attack. Typically, you don't build specifically around one single charge attack, but for this weapon, you absolutely must build around the charge attack. Otherwise, you will be very, very, very sorely saddened by how this weapon operates. Whoops. Oh, come on. Okay, and let's go for this fella. Let's get all our health back here while we can. Thank you, Mia. And because we are slow mobility here, we have to absolutely build in such a way that we can tank everything and get all of our health back along the way. Because otherwise we just really, really don't have an option to do anything. Okay. Okay, can't hit him from there. But we have range on our sword, which is very, very nice. And you can see that when all the charge activations go away, okay, we really have a hard time with actually getting damage and health and everything. Okay. Okay, she got dodged out of that just in time. Let's get some health. Very nice. But it is kind of cool that if you are playing for a charge attack, you're building around one
You're
specific
good.
weapon in one specific attack in one specific manner. It is really, really cool that the side effect of
We'll
that
need to
is
be at
that
our
you
best.
have the ability to go for a charge drain as well. So that's very, very, very nice that it can serve two purposes along the way here. And typically that is not the case. Oh, okay. Very nice. Nice. Okay. Just can't get the parry on that, unfortunately. But 1701 is still very, very good damage overall that we can go for. So hopefully Mia... whoa. This guy is right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll say goodbye to him. Somehow he survived that. I don't know where he went. Okay, he must have fallen off the edge here after all. Or he went down the ladder. Okay, well, whatever. Mia will take care of him for sure. Or not. He's just going to be whatever. Come on. There we go. Gotta definitely get our health back up and running here. And if we go for a little bit of this kind of shenanigans, it wasn't bad at all. What are you talking about, Mia? And then we come over here, and then we go for a charge attack here. We have just enough time in between each of the attacks to actually get out a second and a third tungsten. Very nice. A second and a third charge attack, which is awesome. Okay, and we have to keep up our lightning and our charge attacks here, just because of the fact that you know, we absolutely need to have all of that damage possibility out at one time. Okay, and let's go for another sound suppressor and a invisibility. Okay, very nice. Okay, and now we have to play very carefully. Oh. Okay. Nice. Okay, now that was a little bit squirrely there with how she was moving around and everything. But definitely we'll go for a little bit of invisibility here with with the craziness that these Blood Knights are. Okay. But very nice that we can take them down in just a few hits here overall. Okay, marvelous. Very good. Okay, now we will definitely go for the big booms here on this lady. Okay. Oh, nice, Mia. Very, very nice. Okay, and let's head over here real quick. She's gonna come around the corner here. Yep. Okay. And you can see that specifically for these ladies, as we move through here, it does very, 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 very well. This kind of set and this kind of sneak ambush attack pattern, but it's not something that you absolutely want to count on and be like super not aggressive over. Okay, nice that we got the backstab there for sure. Oh, wow, that was really weird how that went there. Okay, nice. And, oh, another tungsten. How beautiful. Now, the cool thing is that because we are running this sword and we're trying to dodge and do these different things along the way, the reality is that you never, ever, ever want to just do the regular attack with it. You want to do some kind of alternate attack or a dodge, whoops, or a running attack or something like that, because otherwise you are really missing out on the possibilities of what this sword is. And the problem is that typically the regular attack is what you end up doing, and you end up missing out. But fortunately, the dodge
Almost
attacks
to the
and launch
government site.
attacks and different things, they actually work out pretty well in your favor. So let's get these going
Now we're
here
ready.
before we run out of all of our things here. And we only have one charge booster, which is fine. We should be fine, right? Famous last words. We should be fine. Okay, nice. That was very, very big damage. Okay. And you can see that we do actually pretty good damage overall. And because we can get health back on our attacks, it works out very, very well. Okay. Oh, he's going for Mia now. Okay, very nice. Now he's gonna jump away. Get, yep, okay. Here we go. Oh, he's going for Mia. Ouch. Okay, that's fine. Ouch, that's less fine. Okay. Okay, we hit him. That's very nice. Okay, hang in there, Mia. Now we do need to get some health here. Okay. Whoa. There we go. So it makes for pretty good work here on the Queen's Knight Reborn, just because you're doing such huge damage values, and since he only has around 110,000 HP, I mean it only takes like 10 or so charge attacks, and you can make very quick work of him, especially if you are running both the lightning and the fortified version. Now the fortified and intensified are kind of a mix between which one is better. It really depends on your blood code. Absolutely depends on your blood code, because it's typically a strength sword, but you can see here that it has a D plus in dex, and then here it has a C in dex, which is pretty average, and there's only a 4 value difference between the two of them. But then if you would switch to something like Queenslayer, you can see that then all of a sudden the intensified is better. So it really very much depends on which blood code you're picking, and what build you're going for, because otherwise, where's Dark Knight? Because otherwise then you're absolutely not going to be able to say which one is the most definitive best one that you come across. But the cool thing is here that because you're slow mobility anyways, and you have 25% less damage coming in because of Iron Will, and you have a 50% increase to that, so you have, at certain points, you have 75% damage reduction, which is really nice, and paired up with the GXL Defender here, or Overgear in my case, because I like the darker color, you have really good slash and blood defenses, and that's pretty much what the Queen's Knight Reborn does. He does have some piercing attacks, but he doesn't really have any crushing attacks that are very frequent, and overall, you know, he's going for slash and pierce, so it does very well in that arena, and it has pretty like average dark value here for blood-sucking blades, but it does sure help. And then again, the side effect of going for a charge attack that build on the Judgment Edge here is the fact that you can use the defensive veil to your offensive ability to recharge your health. So you can see that through that entire area, we did not heal ourselves once or rest at the missile, and we were able to just kind of dominate the entire area. And it didn't really matter who we were going for. We didn't go through Monkey Town over here too much, but that's okay, because the nice thing also about this is even if you do get inhibited, you can still do charge attacks, and you can still get your stamina back, and you can still get health back. So basically the entire build is built into these three right here, and then this is just for that 20% extra damage when you're doing the charge attack. So having a very high multiplier of 2.65 on the charge attack really makes up for um, a lot of the weakness that this thing has in all the other damage multipliers. I wish it was a little bit more of a gap, like maybe a 3 times multiplier instead of 2.5, like almost 2.5, just to make sure that you really are forcing the Revenant to move towards the idea that you need to be doing charge attacks with this, because like the Zweihander, its charge attack is 245%, and they're like the Argent Wolf brand is 255%, and so this only being like 10% more than the Argent Wolf brand really doesn't make for a really good reason to actually use this weapon. But don't be deceived by the value here on the card, because a lot of times you'll pair it up against something like this and you'll say, oh well, look, it does more damage than this sword, so definitely the Argent Wolf brand is not as good of a sword as the Judgment Edge. But this thing has very good overall moveset and really good damage multipliers, whereas the Judgment Edge only has one move set, and it's the charge attack basically. So don't be fooled by Mido's weapon here. It is the best and the worst all in one weapon all at the same time. And if you pair up with something here like this, where you do have a chance to not really um, dodge or block or anything, but literally depend on the fact that you're staggering and knocking down from your veil and your weapon, and if you can make those timings accurate enough and good enough, then you can actually make it work very well. But overall, I wouldn't really recommend and say do this and build this and this is going to solve a lot of your problems. This is very specific and select for this area here to go through, because we're using lightning, and everybody in here is weak to lightning except the Cerberus trooper that hangs out here on this little ledge. But everybody else is weak to lightning in here, so it is absolutely the element of choice through the outskirts here. But for this set, because you are kind of fighting enemies one-on-one, that is when this build absolutely shines, and when this sword does its best work. If you are going up against multiple enemies, like going through Monkey Town here, it's a really bad option. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this set here in the outskirts, kind of learning about the Judgment Edge and what its most best use case can be used for, and kind of where it excels and where it really doesn't. Let's go back through, I feel like I want to go through Monkey Town just to show you guys how hard of a time that we can have with this weapon, just because of the fact that you have really good damage on your charge attacks and everything. There are places where it can really be hampered big time. And having blood-sucking blades come along here with us is very nice, in the regard that you can absolutely do pretty good work overall if you just use your friend's abilities to your benefit. Okay, I just can't get a backstab here. Okay, there we go. One final backstab. And instead of the normal drain ratings that we have here, we're up to 0.93, which is not incredible, but it is still pretty good, all things considered. Okay, so as we go through Monkey Town, we're going to have a very bad time of this here, because we need to start going for some of these items here to make sure that we are up and ready to go. Okay.
Things just got worse.
Did they? And you can see the reach here on our weapon is very nice. Okay, and very good. Okay, so now as we get into this here, we are going to be ambushed by all the monkeys you can possibly imagine. And you can see it takes 2 hits to kill monkeys, which is really bad. Typically you want to kill monkeys in like one hit, right? Okay, so let's get them all riled up here and get a flurry of, you know, multiple enemies around us. So I can show you the bad parts of, you know, multi-enemy attacks here. Okay, and let's get these guys going. Okay, so now we're really in for it. And let's get over here. Okay. 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 Oh, oh, okay. Okay, we got one monkey. Okay, we missed. Oh, okay, and we're dead. Yeah, we really are not suited for multiple enemy attacks like this. We could have gone for some charge drains there and different things. We could have backed up and so on and so forth. But because we are literally tanked up to fight one enemy at a time for what we have right now, that is going through Monkey Town is like the absolute worst thing we can possibly be doing. Ouch. And you can see here, oh, you can see here versus this fine specimen, we are also able to, you know, get back all our health and everything, and push them around. And when we go for single enemy targets and stuff, we absolutely do very, very, very well. But then as soon as we are going for other things, we do really, really, really poorly. Okay, so let's go for backstabs here. And this fella is gonna see us here in any second. But let's get as much health here as we can. Mia, go fight the other dude. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're going for basically single enemies and stuff, and we are up and ready to go here. And they are always trouble, and we're good to go here versus like single target enemies and stuff. But then as soon as we get differently here and get a little bit sideways with these guys, we will be in a very, very different society here. There we go. Okay, let's go for a charge attack here. Nice. Okay. And see, now as we are getting into single target enemies here, and they drop in multiple groups here, we don't have anything that really deals with multi-hit, multi-group kind of attacks. And if we can get them one at a time, then we can do then we can do maybe okay. But typically it's like, well, what do you do when you can't dodge? Okay, I can't see. Okay, Mia's just killing everything, and I couldn't get anything. I can't see. I can't tell what's going on. Okay, there's more monkeys over here. Okay, so we can go for these fellas, and we can go for, oh, okay, thanks Mia. Okay, she's gonna get these guys going. And unfortunately, we were pretty useless versus multi-groups here, but this is a very, very, very much single target, single enemy, one at a time kind of a build set here. So don't get any crazy ideas that you have, you know, all the AoE in the world to deal with anyone and everyone. But if you're going up against, you know, one single target and you're ready to go, even if you get rid of Mia for blood-sucking blades here and you just go solo by yourself, you still have really, really good ichor recovery and everything. So let's go for this fella here, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we'll start with a backstab here, and that should put him on the back foot here. Okay, and even though we take a hit, that's fine, because we can, you know, go for, you know, drain attacks and stuff. Okay, let's go for another this. Okay, that guy can shoot through walls, which is cool. Okay, and you can see there the we can strike through these guys' hits. And even if we are one-off by ourselves, alone in the dark, running against these enemies without a partner or anything, it really doesn't matter because we're still able to have enough items and everything along the way here that we are completely fine with. And we can even parry if we get ever so lucky, and then we can go for different things here. Nope. Whoops. That is not the attack I wanted. There we go. And you can see that with our draining abilities and everything, we are absolutely able to survive all of the one-on-ones that we are going to come up against. So if you're interested in kind of a one-on-one pick off one enemy at a time kind of a build set, then this actually works really well. But as soon as you get clobbered up into like an invasion of sorts, or like Monkey Town over there, everything falls apart very fast. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, learning about the Judgment Edge here a little bit, and some of the things that the tools that you can put together to actually make it useful, viable, and helpful. So anyways, thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.